can I help you?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow.
There's...
Alternative translate. The white suede feels luxurious.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is... The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? 10-18, state your message, sir. 10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain.
10-22, the captain. This...
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and...
He what? He lost his badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Ten-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super cop here.
He lost
his badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
He asks you to please stop saying he lost.
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you...
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson wants to...
Oh, fuck. Lying over the phone, it's easy. Just say it like...
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance? Over. Okay.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. That's a negative, sir. I got 1012 visitors present here. Over. 10.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
Come again, sir. I didn't get that. 10-9. Over. 10-9. Repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
What? What is...
He seems intoxicated and...
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke.
What is going on here? Did something...
What happened is my partner made contact, and it's not good. He's lost his...
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently...
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright.
Yeah, Mac's right. That was some gnarly...
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Good. Okay, everybody.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
You know, to hell with it.
Of course, officers. Is there a particular...
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
The lieutenant pulled something in him.
Ah, fuck it. Let's have more cryptids.
Well, the smallest cryptid is the Cryobacter catlensis, a unicellular bacterium. It was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Kotla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago. The bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate. Certainly from before recorded history. Mijanou disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study, no doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life. Yes. The bacteria had survived in the ice.
It's actually a little hard to see. But do go on.
Yes, and she's quite mad, too. After she treated herself with the bacteria, we can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream. The gnome of Jeroma. Oh, yes. None of its victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic. It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the wood. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it?
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
Alas, always alas, and then it was gone. Isn't that overly convenient?
I understand your skepticism, but that's what happens with things that are rare and stand out. Their disappearance is most memorable, and they are least likely to be found again. What an interesting question. And
of course, all fairy tales have someone or something invisible in them.
it's the Col de Mama d'Aqua. Its name means thin whisper of sound, and that's precisely what it is. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. The Col de Mama is very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
Col de Mama d'Aqua can also be translated as a whisper light and low.
Yes, that's another trend. Although the low part is a little ironic. The Col de Mama d'Aqua makes, or rather is, so...
Fine, I'll buy it. How can an animal be?
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory. It could be. As I said, it could be everywhere. And we wouldn't know any...
Maybe it's predatory.
It's not. Don't worry. If it were predatory...
I wouldn't be so sure. What if the damage is also invisible?
Plenty. It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the 1920s, a group of Areopagite ornithologists, that is, scientists, when playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Ea mountain range, they noticed certain anomalies, patterns that seemed random at first, but on closer examination were consistent with the waveforms of songbirds. The scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves in a strictly delimited range of ultrasonic frequencies, even higher than those of the highest-pitched bat calls. They realized that they had discovered a new species and called it the Col de Mama d'Aqua, after the Paracanassian name for the voice of God, which is said to be very silent. They grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and even began to name some of them. Sequester, Time, Joscan, those are but some of the Mama d'Aqua they followed individually. That is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at
Psst. They cancel each other out. Psst.
Exactly. And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population.
Great regret washes over her.
After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ea, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable...
Of course. A common thread in these. Disappearance and unfalsifiability. I like the story, though, man.
I'm glad you did, dear. What about what? Of course, dear.
Yes?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. The window stands broken. You see some lights. The bed is still cold from the broken window. And the bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bird. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because...
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
Now, you're finally thinking about something other than yourself. Let's see how far that'll get you.
Oh yes, they'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital. All you've got to do is pray to God it passes.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Oh, baby boy, you're already in the other place. There's no nourishment for you tonight. Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe if you know, like, took a lot of drugs, maybe if you cracked the damn thing, then you'd feel satisfied and tired, holding the picture puzzle in your hands, complete. Maybe if you weren't so hard on yourself.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and...
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor. Oh, don't be so modest. We're looking at several months worth of damage here. Kind of a miracle you're still up and at it, to be honest.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a face. He might be wearing a disguise. You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just up.
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality? Okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now, somewhere good. Okay. Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? I'm sure he's fucking flattered, but Kim is not part of this thought experiment. In this one, we're partners.
The lieutenant is silent.
Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind, partner.
I'm not your partner.
A little premonition for you, Lieutenant. Sooner or later, probably sooner, your new friend tells you he doesn't need you. He will then suggest you should fuck off. When that happens, I suggest you take his advice.
The lieutenant merely bows his head in response.
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes.
This isn't helping.
You're not going to believe this, but police officer, yes sir, solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang. Oh, it's you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you. Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by the... Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of...
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response.
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at them.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like? I don't know. A sad stack of shit next to someone far more proficient.
He didn't answer your question.
No.
The man in sunglasses nodded.
Watch out for yourself.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your...
Oh, really? I wonder where. That's the where you remember me from? You don't say. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right? There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy. Of course. The woman in an RCM patrol.
I would really prefer not.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM. Below lieutenant and sergeant.
Okay.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another...
How could anyone forget, asshole? Was that? Could it be the Col de Mamadakwa? No, there seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring. Lena also said that it couldn't be heard. Honestly, your ear isn't hearing a whole lot. There it is again. It must be very close. Oh no. The sound. No. Too late. It's gone. So it does. It's gone. All that's left for you is the... A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the... He grabbed the handle and pulled the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. The water lock starts moving.
All right, we can go to the coast now. Expect...
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton.
In this yard?
He's assessing the situation.
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscure. For cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago. A black bloc. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence. Or has become inhospitable in some other way.
On aerial photos, block obscures look like dark squares.
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drums. Yes, for you to scavenge like a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects trash and errant.
It's not meant as nagging.
We should move. I don't think our suspect is in this particular yard. No place to...